Hello, friends. The last month of winter has arrived, February, which means the wild garlic season has started in Chechnya. Today, I'll show you how much we love it in Chechnya. For those unfamiliar, I'll introduce it. This is what wild garlic looks like. The taste of wild garlic is somewhere between green onions and garlic, but it's moderately spicy and also has a delicate flavor. Here is the wild garlic, and here is this shoe. This little shoe needs to be removed. This is what it looks like. This is the first vegetation that appears before spring. We used to go to the forest to gather Khaltemsh. In the frost, in the cold, we gathered it under the snow, cooked it right there, grilled some meat, cooked the Chechnya, and brewed tea in a samovar. There are many recipes with Chechnya. We made the classic recipe when we went to gather Chechnya. Today I will make a meat roll with Chechnya and Khaltemsh with Chechnya. Now we're almost done cleaning the Chechnya, and we need to wash it thoroughly. We have washed the Chechnya under running water. Now we are going to fry it. We will set aside half of the Chechnya for the second dish, Khaltemsh, and leave the other half for the Roulade. We will fry it over medium heat, not too much. About half a cup of oil, well, 50 grams. We will fry it for 5 to 10 minutes. Well, more like simmering. You don't need to fry it. We'll add a little salt in this thing. You don't need to, just add a little salt. And cover it with a lid. And now let's get started on the sauce, the sauté. We still need to prepare the tomato sauce. Let's cut the meat into cubes. The meat should be medium fat, not too fatty. You can use any kind of meat, but today I have beef. We need to stir the wild garlic. The aroma from our wild garlic is very delicious. I remember the first time I went to pick wild garlic. I was 21 then. The first time we went, I was afraid of getting lost in the forest. Everyone would go their own way. Now I'm used to it, I can even go by myself. Of course I'm afraid. But it's a very interesting process. Going to pick wild garlic, drinking tea there in the forest. You can leave it for another 2 or 3 minutes. We put it on a plate so it cools down quickly. My mouth is watering from the aroma of our wild garlic. We finished cutting the meat. Now we'll need 1 onion, a small or medium-sized bulb. can make this recipe differently, without wild garlic. I always make it with wild garlic, that's why we like this recipe. We put the meat in here. We'll salt the meat. Our wild garlic is already salted, so we'll salt the meat. Add black pepper and paprika. And mix everything together. This is the filling we have for the roulade.
I pump the water out into the trough and drive them out to drink. Then, when I bring them back in, I give them a little bit of feed so they don't run around and they all stay in place. And at night I put hay for them, and that's it. I close them up until morning. In the morning I do it again, and every day repeats the same way.
People ask me in the comments how old I am. I'm already 83 years old. We live in a village in the countryside. Sometimes it was worse, sometimes it was better. It's not always the same, unclear.
Mom, did you go to pick wild garlic?
We went to pick wild garlic. The mountains are very high. We went into the mountains in the snow. When it gets warmer, it's easier to gather wild garlic, but now it's cold. And now that I've gotten older, my daughter-in-law has taken over my role. She goes with the kids. Unclear. Yesterday they brought wild garlic in the snow.
Let's sift the flour. We'll sift 450 or 500 grams of flour. Add a tablespoon of salt without a heap, sunflower oil, about a tablespoon, and 300 grams of water. And we make the dough. Our dough should be stiff. Add an egg. Our dough should be stiff like for dumplings. Knead the dough. Let the dough rest for 20 minutes. For the sauce, for the sauté, we'll need this: 2 potatoes and 2 onions. Onion as usual for the sauce. Let's pour in the oil. We take tomato paste. 2 spoons. Add water to our paste. This is so that our sautéed mixture is liquid. Our dough has rested. We divided the dough in half. This is for 2 rolls, and we need to roll the dough out very, very thin. We cut it in half. And brush it with oil. We brush it with oil so the dough doesn't stick together. Now we add our filling. Now we roll it out. Here we need to seal the edges. Add the tomato. We roll up our roulade and put it in the pan. And pour boiling water around the edges. That's it. Leave it for 35 to 40 minutes. On medium heat. And now let's move on to the second dish. Khaltemsh with wild garlic. Chop the wild garlic. The wild garlic should be fresh, not fried. Chop it very finely. Transfer the chopped wild garlic to a plate. Cut the onion into small cubes. And now let's cut the fat. I have beef fat here, but you can use any kind. I usually use beef fat, and it also needs to be chopped finely. I cleaned it, removing the unnecessary parts. That's enough fat for us. I need to add some cottage cheese to the filling. I have homemade cottage cheese. I make it myself. I showed you how to make cottage cheese in a separate video. Now we add our filling. It needs to be crumbled finely. The cottage cheese should be fresh. If it's fresh, the Khaltemsh turns out delicious. Add a little salt and black pepper to the filling. You can also add thyme, but our family doesn't like thyme in Khaltemsh. Otherwise, mix everything together. Friends, I read your comments under the video. Our whole family reads your comments. Thank you for your kind words, for your support, for your likes. In short, I respect all of you. I love all of you. We are like one family. We put our filling. Then we roll it up like this, sealing the dough along the edge. They look like dumplings, but as for the taste, you have to try them yourself. Come visit me and I'll treat you. After that, we fold the dough like this, so we end up with something beautiful like this. Our pot is boiling, so it's time to add the Khaltemsh. We put them in. We'll leave it on medium heat for 10 to 12 minutes. We spread it with butter. Like I told you, if there wasn't wild garlic in there, we would need a garlic sauce. But since there is, we just use butter. Inaudible.
Inaudible.
You have to earn a good lunch. Inaudible.
Inaudible.
Yeah, try it and tell me, how does it taste? Is it good?
I'll try it now.
Or maybe you don't like it?
It's really tasty. Mmm!
Really?
Good.
See, Grandpa appreciated it.
I don't know where she learned to cook like that. It wasn't like this before. I really like it. It turned out delicious.
Sit down, Indistinct.
Indistinct.
Indistinct. Excellent.
Grandpa was right. It's delicious.
Really delicious.
Friends, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to try the roll.
Bye, everyone.
I'll be waiting for your comments.
From us, dear brothers and sisters, daughters, all of you are like my own. I, like Mother Teresa, wish everyone kindness and goodness. They send their regards, my daughter-in-law. A big, heartfelt hello to you. I wish you success and health, most importantly, health. Bye, goodbye to everyone, everyone, everyone.